All right, everybody, Mr. Deadman of Deadman Stone Podcast, and let's respond to all the haters, all the PewDiePie haters. He's apologizing yet again. What happened this time? I don't know. Let's find out.
Oopsie doopsie. Oopsie.
Oopsie doopsie.
I'm oopsie doopsie.
Oh, I broke my mug too. Just. How? I broke it. Cheap.
Oh, let's sigh. Good evening. I'm Gloria Borger. I wasn't planning to make another video about this, but then Vox went ahead and published not one, but 2 articles about PewDiePie.
Oh man,
I'm so sick of this guy.
It's like they love you.
Owns The Verge, which means that this is actually the 3rd video in a week that they post smearing him as an.
Well, of course, they want to get that money. They want to use your name,
really like
I'm doing.
PewDiePie's ties to white supremacy spell serious trouble for the future of YouTube.
They're gonna have to get rid of PewDiePie.
Ignoring that incredible headline just for a moment, if you think just for a second they picked a photo where I'm blinking as the main photo for this article as a cheap attempt to make me look as bad as possible, then you're wrong, okay? This is actually how I record all my videos.
Oh, like this.
In case you're new to my channel, it's just the thing I do, okay?
I like this.
So not sure what happened here. Well, let's read some headlines to investigate, because that's the best way in the world to get your facts.
Of course.
PewDiePie promotes Nazi propaganda. YouTube star PewDiePie promotes channel with anti-Semitic content. PewDiePie gives shout out to hateful anti-Semitic.
PewDiePie, why? PewDiePie, why would you give a shout out to an anti-Semitic YouTube channel? It's like, did you know they're anti-Semitic? Did you go to their YouTube channel and there they had a video where they were like praising the Holocaust or something? What happened?
YouTube channel. PewDiePie's ties to white supremacy spell serious trouble for the future of YouTube. Here's what I actually said in my shout out video.
ER, who does great video essays about, he did one on Death Note, which I really
a video series on Death Note on an anime of all things. Huh. Well, you know. Anime is like linked to like Nazism.
So what actually happened? A quick rundown. I already explained it in another video, but I was getting so many subscribers that I thought it would be nice for me to shout out some smaller channels.
An act of kindness.
At the end of the video, and I shouted out 28 channels. Now this is clearly my mistake. I should not have picked that goddamn many channels, because obviously I'm not gonna go through every single video in their past like 2-year-old videos just to make sure that maybe they said something that doesn't.
And that's what happened. That's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. You have to look through everything now. You know, 2006, you can get away with it. 2010, you can get away with it. 2018, you have to know everything about the person, and if you don't, and something comes up later on in their past, you have to disavow immediately, because Lord knows we don't all have skeletons in our closet, right? We haven't said anything we regret in the past. We haven't made mistakes, haven't made blunders, you know. Jesus. Whatever. But you have to know everything. Look at what Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart at the Oscars, Grammys, where the hell that award show is. Like I care about what it actually is. But the point is, Kevin Hart says something. He made a joke, I guess, on Twitter in 2008. In 2018, it comes up to bite him in the ass to where he can't host because of something he said in 2008 in a land where casting couch practices are still going on, in a land in Hollywood and Petalwood. Oh, you go fuck yourself, Hollywood. I'm sorry, hypocrites. They just drive me mad. They drive me insane. They get me from 0 to 60 and real fast. Okay, my blood is boiling. My skin is getting red. And it's not the Baileys in my coffee. All right, let's go.
In line with myself. One of them featured Nazi imagery and jokes. and that's why I decided to remove him from the list and then edit it out of the video. I think most people would be pretty sensible about a mistake like this, keeping all these things in mind. But oh no, that's not the case. It led to an absolute barrage on Twitter. I don't think I've gotten this much attention on Twitter since the Wall Street Journal thing. They must have really thought they had me this time.
They're coming after you, PewDiePie. They're coming after Pew. That's what's going on. Or Oopsie Doopsie. Or Gloria Burger. They're coming after you. They want to take you down, because if they could take down the Pew, who else is there? Seriously. Let me paint a picture here. On YouTube, PewDiePie is like, bam, one of the top, right? I think he is the top. Will Smith. Actually, you know what? YouTube Rewind didn't even feature PewDiePie. It featured his chair spinning at the very end. Will Smith. Everybody knows who Will Smith is, right? He's a somebody in Hollywood, right? But guess what? He only has 4 million subscribers. He has a long way to go to beat PewDiePie. Hell, even JonTron is on top of him. Nothing wrong against JonTron. I love his content. That guy can make me laugh. But his channel was pretty much dead for like 11 months. But even he, a dormant channel, can beat a AAA celeb. What? So, yeah. I mean, if someone could bring down PewDiePie, I'd be like, wow, look at that.
I don't know, people making it was insane claims about me, saying I shepherd legions of 14-year-olds to neo-Nazi content. It's an anime review. That's the main point of the video. Love that PewDiePie pretty much openly says I'm Nazi. If that's me openly saying
those are busybodies with nothing else to do. I mean, they probably don't even have a job. I don't know.
Nazi. It's a pretty goddamn cryptic way to put it. This developer from Ubisoft said enough is...
Don't you know that saying I'm not a Nazi is dog whistles now? That's just dog whistling to all the white supremacists. Whenever you go on a public platform, you say, I'm not a Nazi, guys. I swear. That's like secret signals. I guess.
Enough. Gaming industry. I'm going to need you to end this dude. You know exactly who you are. Cut ties with him now. Don't worry, she's just spreading her positivity, guys. Please don't be mean. This is just spreading positivity. Now, she apparently removed that she's working for Ubisoft after this, so I don't know if she actually got fired or not. Bum.
That would be funny.
I responded in my first video saying that I didn't actually know these references, and basically, oh well, this was pretty dumb. I'll delete him from the recommendations. That's pretty much.
And you would think that would be enough. I would think it would be enough.
But oh no. The number one argument that was I've seen this argument being thrown around constantly on Twitter and in media, and I'm just going to use Huffington Post as an example, but so many people have been using this argument against my defense, saying I actually didn't know. PewDiePie's excuse for promoting racist YouTube content includes more racist.
What? That's like racist inception. How's that possible? So your excuse for promoting racist YouTube content included even more racist content? I mean, what did he do? Did he throw the N-word at the end of it for a little spice? I mean, I don't even know what happened here.
Content. Saying that, okay, maybe he didn't know about the 2-year-old videos and the videos on his other channel. Saying that, well...
Yeah, I mean, how the hell are you supposed to know about that? You know how many people have channels? Channels are like a dime a dozen. I mean, they don't cost anything. Why is there a fly here? I promise I didn't shit my pants today.
Video that he recommended had jokes about Heather Heyer's death in it and making fun of an autistic black guy. We have him now, boys.
He might have not even known the reference. You know what? Not everybody follows Twitter, guys. Not everybody. You know what? Twitter is not the end all be all. It's not the world. Okay, it's not the world. He probably knows Charlottesville, but he probably doesn't know Heather Hayes. Did I even say it right? See, I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. The video pointed to Heather Hayers.
Heather Hayers.
I don't know who this is. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I honestly, genuinely have no idea who this is. I know about the Charlottesville incident, and I know someone died there. And basically, The Verge wrote this as well, saying that there was aerial footage of the moment when a car drove through the crowd of people, during the white supremacist-led Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville last year. So this.
But see, you didn't know that. You didn't know that in this joke, and you featured it. Oh my god. How are you supposed to know? Like, with the way YouTube, not YouTube, but just internet commentary is. People are just commenting all the time on things like this, using references that are, well, relevant to them. I mean, if you don't get the joke, you don't get the joke. It's unlike, oh, I didn't get it. Maybe I should research the joke and see if it was, like, anti-Semitic or something. What? What? Man, like, this is written by a bunch of fucking journalists that just want to make easy money. Throw PewDiePie's name there because they know he's pretty much untouchable. And if they do happen to bring him down, shit, they'll be the journalists that brought him down.
Was the video that I recommended specifically. I get it. It sounds pretty bad. But let's just take a second to watch what that footage looked like.
Oh, look, he's wearing a white robe. He's wearing a white robe. He's wearing a white robe, guys. He's secretly KKK. That's what's going on here. Look at that.
That victim will die of a heart attack.
This is 37
so, for
minutes
example,
into
say you
the
write the
video,
name of
by
a
the
woman
way.
and that she will die by being struck by a car. However, there's too much in the way for a car to hit her. Because the situation is impossible, and thus the cause of death as well, the woman would die of a heart attack. Deathflix didn't get far enough into reading the rules on the Wikia page.
Now, obviously, I blurred the footage. Not because I don't want to show it, but specifically because I don't want to instantaneously transform 76 million people into Nazis, which is definitely...
Oh my god. Oh my god. And I just showing this just contributed. No, nah. See, like, when I saw that footage just now, I didn't even go think, oh yeah, that's Charlottesville. No, I didn't. I was just, that's just a, I don't know, look like a freaking riot in the streets. Honestly, I was so focused on like the blurry thing down below that I thought there was like a cock inserted into the footage or something. I don't know. I didn't even know what I was looking at, honestly. So,
going to happen if anyone sees that footage. Obviously, I didn't know about this footage. I think most people outside of the United States don't know about this footage. I tested it out on a couple people just to make sure I wasn't crazy, but that was the case. No one knew about this footage. And
Are you serious? That many people are ignorant of what's going on? Oh my god, guys. Some people on Twitter would be saying. But it's like, you know what? I bet you just ask anyone in real life the name of the woman who died in Charlottesville. They probably don't even know. They probably don't even know. Okay?
put it in there as a joke. And it's an extremely edgy and inappropriate joke, and I would not have publicly recommended this video if I knew about it. But the hidden reference of it is the joke. That this really horrific footage, most people won't even recognize it, that's in there without most people recognizing it, is the joke. Secret Nazi jokes, everyone. Secret
Nazi jokes. Oh my god. On the internet? Oh, you better not reference anything. It's everywhere.
They've been around for literally since the age of the internet. And and even just showing this footage, pushing for that this is white supremacy, is the reach is still very far. This guy followed up with saying, to the trolls. That's right, if you criticize someone, you're a troll. They're saying PewDiePie didn't know who Heather Heyer was. Last year he tweeted about a photo of white nationalists marching with tiki torches saying this: these guys clearly watch one too many PewDiePie vids. Now
oh, they got you now. Some blue check mark on Twitter got you now, PewDiePie.
I don't remember tweeting this at all, to be honest. What I did remember tweeting was this. I don't have a high-res photo because I have a bot that deletes all my tweets. It's a long story.
Oh, it's a long story because you have tweets you wouldn't delete it. That's a smart move, actually. We should all have a bot that deletes all of our tweets. Because do you remember what you said, Ed said 8 years ago? Do you remember? Do you remember? You're gonna find out.
Dear Nazis, stop looking so identical to me. You're really not helping my...
Oh, well, that makes sense. Look at this picture. This is supposed to be one of those white dudes at the nationalist dudes at the Charlottesville thing. Yeah, I could see why PewDiePie would. What's the fuck up with this? You know,
this image that Huffington Post used for the Charlottesville rally does look strangely a lot like me. That was all I joked about. This doesn't prove that I knew that aerial footage. It has nothing to
Oh
do
man,
with
it's 100% proof. It's so proof. I don't know. They're just coming at you, man. They're coming at you. That's all what's going on here. They're trying so hard to find any way to bring you down so that Hollywood and all the established stuff can come in and take over.
The second argument was,
You know, it's probably not all that thought out. It probably really is just about the money. And if damage is done, damage is done.
that in the description of the video, it had a racist, edgy joke in it. That's right, the description. How could I have been so stupid? The thing that everyone checks constantly.
Who reads a description? When was the last time you read a description in a YouTube video? When was the last time you read? I mean, I know my audience reads, but a description in a video? Yeah.
So these two facts is what most people have been using online as evidence against that. Oh, he knew what he was doing. Okay? It's like, oh, well, he made Nazi jokes in the past, so obviously he's 100% guilty. It's like logic conveniently gets thrown out the window for the sake of lambasting me. And it's just...
Yeah, that's the goal, man.
Exposing yourself for having idiotic ideas and cannot look more than 2 seconds deeper into an issue. Does all of this really justify calling me a white supremacist by the Vox?
Apparently it does. Apparently, if you say one thing... Hey, even now, you know, I went to... I guess cross paths with someone on Twitter. I don't like saying that. I don't like getting fights on Twitter. They're not productive. Argue with someone via Twitter on certain things. When has that ever been productive? It's never productive. Anyway, just merely tagging someone in something or even being associated in I don't know, in some sort of remote way on the internet with someone who might be a bigot, who might have said a racist joke, automatically makes you guilty too. It's like, that's not how it works. I mean, okay, look, you have family, you have friends, you have distant friends, you have the friends you had in high school, friends you had in middle school, you know, you have the friends in college. You take all that. I'm sure you've ran into a few that have some questionable views. Maybe racist, maybe they're a bigot, maybe they're conspiracy theorists or something. But just because they're your friend doesn't mean you agree with everything they say. In fact, if anything, if that's your requirement for a friend is that they have to adhere to everything you believe in, then you're not looking for a friend. You're looking for a cult buddy. Good luck with that. But if you have friends, and lots of them, you're going to have people who have different views, and you might have that. You might find out one day. Maybe you're at a bar or something. Maybe you're having some drinks and you're watching a game or something, and they say something that's like, well, a little off color, and you're like, well, maybe not during the game, but maybe afterwards we could talk about it. Because I don't want to interrupt the game. No. But we could talk about it. Talk about it. People, the whole guilt by association thing, man, that's so messy.
When have I ever expressed myself in that way?
Like
Now, looking at the Vox article, because it's hilarious, they first of all, can't even get my name right. I get it. It's really hard. Writing is hard. It's not expected from journalists. PewDiePie! PewDiePie!
Oh, you're just being racist right there. PewDiePie? What are you saying? Huh? White supremacist. Confirmed. No, it's funny though. Have a fly. Why
Vox
is this? I
talked in
took a
this
shower.
article about my alliance with the alt-right.
Living in a
This
shithole
is something
over
I've
here.
been accused of before and have said, no, that's not true. They mention the alt-right 29 times in this article. It's almost like they're obsessed with these things. So what are the evidence that ties me to the alt-right according to Vox? Well, get this, guys. I don't even know if I should bring this up because I don't know if I want to expose myself to this hard-hitting evidence and facts
Really?
that they got me with. I reviewed Jordan Peterson's self-help book.
Oh man,
all,
no,
Jordan Peterson-
not the Jordan Peterson book. He didn't review that. Did you learn how to wash your penis, huh? And make your bed? Is that what you did?
He's not alt-right. He's another
Clean your
figure that the
foreskin?
media doesn't like, so they label him as alt-right as a way to discredit him. He's repeatedly disassociated himself with alt-right personalities.
He has.
And second of all, reviewing a book doesn't mean anything. It's not proof of anything. It's
What? What? You mean reading horror novels or reading Stephen King novels and whatever? Reading books doesn't mean that you're crazy? Doesn't, like, if I read a horror novel, it doesn't mean I actually am looking for a way to get rid of a dead body. Like, if I read American Psycho, it's not me trying to study and find a way to get rid of all the dead hookers I have in my closet, right? Right? Man.
literally a self-help book. It's the least controversial thing I've read in so long. The second argument that Vox had, or evidence that I have ties to the alt-right, is because I follow people on Twitter that they deem alt-right, such as
See, guilt
Ben
by association.
Shapiro and Lazy Green, among others.
Lacey Green is alt-right now? Lacey Green, the feminist YouTuber with armpit hair. She's alt-right now? I did not know that she was alt-right. That's crazy. That's so crazy to me. I can't believe that. It's almost as if they're just making stuff up. It's almost as if they're just throwing shit together, trying to see what sticks. It has to be. Now, Chris Ray Gun is probably be alt-right now. Hell.
That's right, Lazy Green, alt-right hero, everyone. You remember that? Her sex educational videos? Deep diving Nazi imagery.
Yep.
You just gotta dig a little deeper. Very hidden references. Way more hidden than ERs. Lol,
Yep.
According to Vox, being followed by PewDiePie means you're alt-right. So what if I follow Vox? Does that mean Vox is alt-right? Can't wait to see your response to this, Vox.
Checkmate. They're not going to have a response. There's no way. They can't compete with that.
I basically have you in a corner now. So apparently the journalist of this article, of this reporter, thought to herself, you know what? This is, I wrote some garbage today. But you know what? Not dumb enough. I need to make it even more stupid. So she went to Twitter and wrote, as an addendum to my 2 recent articles on the potential for serious extremist radicalization that PewDiePie and his 76 million followers represents on YouTube. Everyone who's watching this video, everyone that's subscribed to PewDiePie represents serious radicalization. Extremist radicalization. Seems like a pretty fair description.
Yeah.
I mean, the views of this reporter comes across pretty clear.
But see, PewDiePie, they're not going to get that. They're not going to get your sarcasm. See, these articles are written by people who lack a sense of humor. They don't know what funny is. It's like the robots. You said that with a sarcastic tone. But now they're going to watch this response, and their reply is going to be, PewDiePie wore his KKK robe and actually disclosed that he is a racist and all of his followers are racist. YouTube, Google, do something about this. There you go. Watch. And then you go to Streamy or whatever platform and pretty much rock it over there.
When it's not through the editorial framework. And she basically says that a kind reader pointed out this recording of a stream in which PewDiePie plays Pavlo with a player. And it's this guy with a, I don't know how to explain it. It's this guy with a parody of a Jew image and Jew.
Wait. You mean you're playing a game with people online and you can't control what the people online that are in the game use for their avatars and their images and stuff? I mean, you can't control what random people that you've never met that are across the globe. You have no idea who they are, what they do, what they look like, how they smell like. You can't control what they put on their avatar or what they type and what they say. Oh man, you got to get on it, Pew.
Fucking name, basically. This person is so stupid, I honestly genuinely feel bad for her. Whether or not he knew, he apparently hangs out in gaming communities where it's possible to game with people using anti-Semitic slurs.
That's every game ever created. I mean, come on. That would make me guilty because of all the times I played Halo. And, well, it's an Xbox Live lobby. That's all I need to say. Let's just say a lot of N-words being thrown, and I don't think they were African American.
And avatars. It's a public video game, and I didn't even interact with this guy. It's like holding me accountable for going outside and having the views with other people. I've even seen this clip 100 times. I didn't even notice the guy's name.
Been on the internet for a while.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, hey man, I really appreciate your content. You've gotten me through some tough times, and I respect the
Okay, this is funny. I mean, what? I didn't even notice the stupid image. It's the I don't even know. The merchant thing? Like what are they doing?
I didn't say anything.
And I think it's such a great example of me being painted as an anti-Semite and being painted as a Nazi when all I'm doing is playing video games, having fun. I didn't see this guy. I watched it 100 times. I never saw this guy. And even then, I have nothing. It doesn't prove anything. Maybe PewDiePie didn't realize this was an anti-Semitic handler, or he did, but didn't care enough to exit the game.
To exit the game? What? Hold on here. Hold on. You mean people are now, if you don't exit the game, hey guys, playing Call of Duty or whatever, Fortnite, hey, if you don't exit the game the moment someone says something that's racist or sexist or misogynistic, then you are that. If you stay in the game and someone says that, you're just as bad. That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works.
I should have just exited the game immediately.
Now that's what this is all about.
This whole thing is just a giant guilty by association. Reviewing a guy's book. Ah, how could he? Playing in a public video game. Ah, following someone on Twitter. Just because you interact with someone online doesn't mean you endorse.
I love PewDiePie's sense of humor about this whole thing. I mean, this is how you do an apology when there's nothing to apologize about. You mock it. Like, what? I didn't do anything wrong. Go fuck yourself.
Views. That's such an incredibly stupid thing to think. She even pointed out that the harassment I've gotten in response from PewDiePie supporters especially bears out all the points being made in the second article. Being criticized is not harassment. Finally, I wanted to take a look at the bigger picture here.
You can't criticize her, though. You can't criticize her articles. She could talk bad about you and call you a bunch of stuff, but don't you dare criticize what she wrote. That's how you know these journalists are like thin-skinned little crybabies. They have no idea what the hell's going on.
You know, this controversy has more or less passed at this point. So what really were the effects? The main thing that I got criticized for this shout out was how incredibly irresponsible it was for me to recommend this channel. And in a way, I can understand at least that argument. But people saying that I was shepherding legions of 14-year-olds towards neo-Nazi content.
That's like,
and The
what?
Verge saying that 150,000 subscribers, which is just blatantly false. It was 15,000.
Oh, they just added a zero. They just added a zero right there. You know,
some of whom may be extremely young, turning into anti-Semitic hateful content.
That's not how ideas work. I mean, like, these people make it seem like even if by the off chance you watch something or exposed to something that has an anti-Semitic joke or a racist joke, like if you watch Die Hard with a Vengeance, and that scene where he's out there with the sign, you know what I'm saying? Next time you watch that and you don't stop it, and turn it off and eject it and throw it away, you will be instantly turned into a racist. Based on this logic. Because you were exposed to it. By Hollywood. I mean, next time you watch, next time you watch one of Quentin Tarantino films, Okay? Jesus, that's not how it works. It's not like you just are instantly radicalized. What are you talking about? These people are nut jobs. Oh.
Pointing people to certain channels, especially ones built on hateful content, further radicalized young viewers on YouTube. That was the effect of this. Now, this is just blatantly not true. Even if you watch ER's videos, yes, they have very edgy jokes. And I'm not here to debate of anything about who he is, but the main point of his videos, at least you could argue,
Oh, blood in the water.
about
I can smell it.
political issues. And I think that's why it went over my head to recommend this channel, because I'm just here for the sweet anime. Okay, that's all I really care about.
That's all you.
But
That's all I
regardless
wanted.
of that, 12,000 people subscribed after me recommending this channel, and then it was immediately dipping after that. You can see it here. It was going down.
Yeah.
Then the media comes into the picture. They mention him in every single article I've seen. They
Oh, and let me guess. They're the ones that are shepherding millions. They said
bring up ER's channel, and there you go. He gets 14,000 subscribers. ER should really honestly just thank the media for giving him a bigger shout out than I did. I'm extremely irresponsible.
But they did it they painted him in a bad brush, though. You know, it's not like negative publicity has never helped anyone, right? Right? Huh.
You are aware of the damages that you are saying it's causing, but you're causing more damage. It's the basic Streisand effect of the more you try and cover something up, the bigger it gets. And they're not unaware of this. It's pretty obvious that they know how this works at this point, but people don't care. People just want to be outraged online. People just want to get clicks online, and it's the same thing.
There's a whole outrage culture. People love being outraged. They want to be outraged all the time. They want to see people be outraged all the freaking time, you know?
With these articles. Finally, I wanted to end on a note about why I think Vox is going after me. And it's not
Okay, here we go. Conspiracy. What's going on?
me saying this is concrete evidence to why. You know, I definitely have made mistakes, and I deserve to be criticized when I mess up. But I think part of the reason why me especially is getting so much, I don't know what to call it, slander, it's because I have more influence than a lot of media outlets. That's not me flexing. Again, that's a fact. And
that is a fact. I mean, you can just look. I believe he's number one. If he's not number one, I don't know who is. And like I demonstrated, he has more subs than Will fucking Smith. Than a lot of these actors. A lot of these actors and actresses that come on to YouTube with their little following, they're nothing. There's something on the big screen, but they're nothing. They can't do YouTube.
they hate that. The Wall Street Journal posted earlier this year. I know, Wall Street Journal. Vox Media on pace to miss revenue. Target as digital advertising disappoints. The expected Vox...
People are pulling out. People are pulling out because... Why? They could just advertise on Facebook. Or on Twitter. I mean, why... I mean... I don't know. Advertising on blogs, its time is limited.
Media shortfall is another sign that the digital media industry is struggling to adapt to the reality that online ad growth is becoming harder to come by, especially as tech firms such as Facebook, Google, and Amazon corner the market. One concern for Vox Media, much like other digital firms, is that revenue from sponsored content isn't growing as fast as it once did. Ever since the year 2000, newspaper advertising revenue in the US
tanked, man. Who reads a newspaper anymore? I mean, honestly, no one does. I mean, they're still around. You might see one, but it's like,
has just completely plummeted. I mean, 50 years of progress has just completely went out the window. According to The Guardian, it's estimated that every dollar spent on advert in the Western world, 90% of that goes to Google and Facebook. 90%. Keeping that in mind.
Makes sense.
You have the biggest creator on YouTube. How can we make him and YouTube look bad at the same time? PewDiePie ties to white supremacy spells
that's their angle. That's their angle. 100%. Doesn't sound like a conspiracy to me. Sounds 100% accurate.
serious trouble for the future of YouTube. I don't mean to get into, oh, this is why. I obviously don't know. I think this headline makes a lot more sense keeping these things in mind. A lot of people point to my controversies as stunts, as something that I deliberately do to boost myself and my brand to get more subscribers. PewDiePie endorses controversial anti-Semitic views to gain subscribers.
Why? Why would PewDiePie need to do that? PewDiePie has a huge following already. He's getting lots of love, lots of support with this whole T-Series thing. What the hell? You guys are the ones that are trying to gain views and gain clicks from talking about this. Same reason I'm talking about it. But I'm actually talking about it because I like the guy. I like his content. I like what he does. So I'm here talking about it. Because I like his videos. But you guys blatantly, I mean, if you do, I guess you're hollow in the inside and just want to shit on him and see what happens. Come on, because you can't, there's no way the people who wrote these articles actually believe it.
Stunt backfires big time. That's right, it was a stunt to recommend a channel. Another article saying why? Why has YouTube's biggest star not been canceled yet?
Not been canceled?
We cannot keep letting him get away with this. Why is no one stopping him? The reason why, despite all my controversies, that I'm still so popular is because fans know who I am. The people who actually know my videos.
They know who he is. And honestly, if YouTube did cancel him, I mean, he is an established brand. If he went to any other platform, they would immediately get a big boost and a big following, and others would follow. I mean, it'd be suicide. I mean, YouTube could try. I wouldn't put it off the table now. They've been deplatforming people. It'd be interesting to see if they play that move. See if they will put Will Smith on top and take PewDiePie down. Okay. All right.
And know me. Know that all these things that people say in the media just aren't true. And when I have made mistakes in the past, I've apologized and moved forward from it and moved on from it.
It's like
my friends don't look at the world with the insane lens that everyone is.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about apologies. They want you to apologize, but apologizing isn't enough. Like, if you apologize and it didn't get you, it didn't get you anything. But I'm saying, okay, if you messed up and you apologize and you meant it, right? You meant it. Then what happens next? Like, my question then is, what do I need to do? What can I do to be redeemed? Is redemption even possible? Okay. I mean, usually saying sorry and apologizing, that's usually enough for a slip up. But now, I mean, even if you slip up and say the wrong word, slip up, say a bad word, they want you burned. They want you gone, thrown out, shot, fired. You know, it's crazy.
Enemy that needs to be publicly destroyed. By running these articles about me, smearing my name and calling me white supremacist, calling me racist, you are watering down the definition of these words. By keep calling me all these things, these words will no longer carry the same meaning. And in a way, you are doing these people that are actually racist and
you're making them more popular. Like, if you say, oh, PewDiePie is a racist, like that, you keep on throwing those insults around, you're going to make them more popular.
A favor. And I don't doubt that there are racists and anti-Semite in the world, but you're looking at the wrong places. And people know it. You are also hurting your own brand. And as a news outlet, you are just losing your credibility because people know this isn't true. And that's probably the number.
There was a graph, I don't have it here, that demonstrated how many people actually read Vox and what the other shit he mentioned based on, like, demographics, based on age. And really, his demographic don't even care. They're not reading Vox. They're not reading Vox. In fact, who's reading Vox? Honestly, when was the last time you actually read an article? When is the last time you actually read an article, like, through all the way?
one thing you'd care about protecting as a media outlet is that what you're saying is actually true. What you're saying is actually unbiased. But you spell it out so clearly that that's not the case. Vox doesn't allow comments on their articles. Gee, I wonder why. If you go on Twitter and check the replies, the response is pretty unanimous. And that's even coming from people that are fans of Vox, saying, as a left-winger and fan of many Vox production, I become every time more disappointed with articles about PewDiePie's ties to the alt-right. It's just thin connections being extrapolated over and over again. This is...
They're desperate. They're desperate for clicks. That's what it is. It's desperation.
It's not me picking one. If you go through, it's the general consensus from these articles. The more the mainstream media talks about me, the more I just gain from it. And that's not me benefiting from controversies. That's because people know these are smear campaigns and people are tired of it. People can't stand these articles anymore. You can kick and scream, PewDiePie's Nazi all you want, but it's not going to change that fact. But I think most importantly, out of all this, the number one thing that I want people to take out of this is subscribe.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
That's right.
Help him win.
PewDiePie now at 77 million.
He has to be T-Series. I think he...
subscriber.
All right. So what do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. This is a very long reaction video, pretty much. I mean, PewDiePie is not a racist. Anti-Semite, I don't see it. And if we could bring up like his anti-Semitic jokes he said before, where what he dressed up as Hitler and obviously did it in a way to make it silly and turn it into a joke. But that's been done before. Even Hollywood has done that. What are you talking about? It's mockery. It's making a mockery out of an evil dictator. It's satire. But satire is not just dead. Its corpse is being kicked. God damn it. There's no sense of humor. Maybe we need a new world war. Maybe that's when sense of humor will start coming in again. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Anyway, that went dark. Y'all take it easy. Subscribe and hit the like button and share around. Y'all take it easy.